EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
180! Pistol. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, orbit. Check.
Mayfield on first down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And his kick is indeed good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
And I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
You ready? Ready, five. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Brings up third down and 7.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check. Smooth.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. It's a gain of 5.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And the ball is knocked out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, great effort there. 68 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Regular. Tighten up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go play action. Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ferguson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Point it right. Point it right. Number 53, Mike 53.
And again, it's Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, on 133.
Mayfield to throw it. And Wilson has it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 45 yards on the ground. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This will be caught at about the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Here we go.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 95's a sand. No, check his mic.
Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Five. Hurry. 53, check 53. Let him know. Let him know.
Mayfield looks to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. He'll pitch it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Here we go.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Go. 16-yard line. Tight end right. Tight end right. Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Alpha. 95%. Hit it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, zoom.
Second and 13. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Hurry! Hey, box drop.
To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Yep. Let's go right here. Deep rip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. 95 to Sands. No, check his mic. Squeeze.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, high 7. 2.
Back to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Out to his left. Caught. It's Wilson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A pitch back, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Dancing to his left. And he's going to let it go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Greystone, travel. Hey, orbit. 95 to Sam, though. Check his mic. Now.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Mike.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Hey, Hayward.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Down, 50, plant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Keep it up. 95, Mike, watch 95.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. 57's Mike. Drop deep, drop deep. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, man. What?
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Bravo. Go. Check his Mike. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 95's Mike. Watch 95. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50. The 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So they were in field goal range, a chance to get this one to OT. Got a little greedy going for the win, cost him the game.
Not just a little greedy, now a little lost because of what ended up happening. Just what you stated there, they're in field goal range. Instead of getting conservative, they decided to press it, maybe try and win it right now. Instead, the whole thing backfired.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. if we're good enough to get here,